165-pounder. He's also the guy that scored their touchdown as he gets ready to kick it away here from the 40-yard line. And here's the boot, and it's going to be a low roller picked up by the Railsplitters. Passed up to the 40, still on the move, and I think that was Connor Schmidt. Connor Schmidt fielded that one nicely and got good field possession for the Railsplitters out around the 44-yard line.
A short kick, a low kick that hit the ground early and might even hit a front blocker of the Railers, but Connor was able to field it and went straight up the middle, got great field position to start this drive, start the second half.
Well, let's keep this momentum going as Dane Eimer splits out here to the near side. Wes White flanked out to the left side, and a man in motion for the Railsplitters, and that is penalty on the play, and that is Highbredder. He got back out to the 45-yard line, picked up a yard, but there was a flag on the play, and it's going to go against the Railsplitters.
Yeah, I think it was the lead blocker out here. I'm not sure, but looked like the lead blocker maybe pushed a guy from the back. I'm not sure what he did to hold him, but it's going to be a 10-yard walk-off against the Railsplitters.
Well, that's going to take it back. Let's see where they set it down. They're going to take it back where he got knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So they take it all, well, the 30, probably going to take it back to the 32-yard line. So it's still going to be first and down for the Railsplitters. And long.
Yeah, 10-yard walk-off. First half was pretty penalty-free. The Railers had 2 penalties. The Spartans only had 1 in that first half, Bob.
Ooh, I think we pulled them off. We pulled them offside. That was Bubba Renfro, the junior, 6'6", 200. Pulled him offside. So Lincoln's going to get back 5 of those yards at least. Back up to the 36-yard line.
As we say, the first half was pretty penalty-free. We've got 2 penalties here in the first 10 seconds of the third quarter.
And you can see the body language of Renfro. He's mad at himself for Olympia. Gave the Railers 5 yards back, so now it's still first down for the Railsplitters out of that wing formation. Connor Schmidt goes in motion. Cruz looking along the sideline, and he's got Highbredder. And Highbredder's forward motion, he was up at about the 48-yard line. So Highbredder with a nice catch and some good yardage there for the Railsplitters to their own 48-yard line.
About 11-yard pickup on that. Highbredder's first catch of the game. And he caught that around some traffic, too. There were some defenders around him, but a nice delivery by the quarterback, Cruz, for the better field position. Makes it second and about 5 or 6 for the Railers.
So a sign of life, little momentum there for the Railsplitters. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Here early in the third quarter, they trail it 6-0. And they hand it off to Anthony Cannon. He's got a first down. Still on the move. Spins down across the 40 to the Spartan 39-yard line. Goes the big man, Anthony Cannon.
And he just rambled that time, Bob. You know, he wasn't going to be stopped. And he ran over 1 defender, 1 tackler, and got down inside the 40.
He was a man on a mission, Anthony Cannon, one of the senior captains for the Railsplitters.
He only had, I'm sorry, Bob, he only had 2 carries in that first half, so, he needs to get more touches and runs like that.
Yeah, he's 5'6", 215-pound, rock solid. He's tough to bring down. He lines up right behind Cruz at his fullback position on the 1st and 10. Connor Schmidt goes in motion. They give it back to Cannon. Cannon on the run, still on the run. He's got another first down. Anthony Cannon down to the 26-yard line. As Coach said, he's a tough guy to bring down, and they gave him the football right back, and he gets another first down as a reward for him.
And that, again, similar play as the last one. It was the handoff, and he rambles, gets some nice blocking at the line of scrimmage, getting past the line of scrimmage, and then he just uses his muscle and his hard running to pick up extra yards.
Just keep giving that ball to that rambling man, and he'll keep picking up first downs. Man in motion, Schmidt, they give it back to the tank. And the tank down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Cannon picks up another 3 yards for the Railsplitters.
It's 3 times in a row now he's carried it, and he's picked up in those 3 carries, he's picked up 29 yards, 28 yards.
He's a man on a mission. Let's see if they go for 4 times. Cannon lines up right behind Cruz. All eyes are on him, and they give it to the outside to Highbredder this time. And now there's a penalty on the play. Highbrighter got down inside the 15-yard line, and then they threw a penalty. They may have grabbed his face mask.
No, it's going to be a hold against the Railers.
Oh, brother.
And again, I think it's the lead blocker out there trying to cut down the a defender, and I think that's where the penalty's coming from. That's two times they've tried to run wide there and made some yards, and now it's going to be called back.
Well, the coach is down there talking to the official, but that's not going to get him anywhere. They'll mark it off 10 yards back to the 27-yard line.
And it's from the spot of the foul, so really they only lost 3 yards from the last original line of scrimmage, but you negate a big run, a nice run there.
Here we go. Cannon lines up behind Cruz. And Cruz wants to throw it. Looks, pumps fake, going to throw long to Eimers.
He's
got it. Touchdown. Dane Eimer for the touchdown. Cruz put it up in the air, and Eimer did a little back step into the end zone and was able to pull it in to tie the ball game at 6 apiece with 9:33 left in the third quarter. And Cruz did a great job putting that up in the air and giving Eimer a chance to pull it in.
Under great pressure. He had a lot of pressure, Bob. They were right on top of him, and he just got it away before he got hit there. And Eimer just saw it coming, and he wasn't going to be denied. He went up right at the end zone, made the catch, and went into the end zone for the touchdown.
As the rain starts to come down again, as Grant Cooper can give the Railsplitters the lead if he can kick it through the uprights. It'll be McNown on the long snap. It'll be Eimer on the hold. And Cooper, ball's down, kick is up, and it looks good. And the officials signal yes, and that's going to make the score Lincoln 7, Olympia 6, and we've got the lead with 9:33 left in the third quarter. We'll be back. 9:33 left on the third quarter clock, and the Railsplitters lead it 7-6 here on senior night, Coach. And the Railsplitters now is going to have to hold on defense.
Well, that's exactly what they needed, though, to come out and score early there in the third quarter. And you're right, Bob. Now it's up to the defense to hold and get the ball back to the offense as the rain keeps coming down.
Here's Cooper on the approach. Boots it away.
Nice.
It's going to come. No, French gets past him, rolls out of bounds. And they throw a flag down for some reason.
Yeah, when it goes out of bounds, it's called a penalty, so they're going to get it out on, I believe, the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Which is pretty good field position to start a drive. It was a good kick, a good deep kick, and I thought they were going to try to field it. There was a Spartan there, but he just backed off right at the end, and it rolled out of bounds.
If that hadn't have been angling out of bounds, it might have stopped within the 5-yard line.
Yeah, if it was a punt, it'd been great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a kickoff.
Yeah, they're going to spot it at the near side hash mark at the 35-yard line, as Coach said. They call that a penalty because it went out of bounds, and now Rogers and the Spartans come up to the line of scrimmage with a fresh 1st and 10. Oh, fumble. Rogers looks like he got back on it. And the moisture in the air causing problems on the snap there for the Spartans, and now they're going to have a second down situation.
They lost maybe a yard on that fumble that they recovered, but now the Spartans had a lot of confidence after that first half, Bob. Now that the Railers have scored, and maybe there's a little crack in that, and the Railers need to take advantage.
French at the tail, out of the eye. Klein mark split wide to the right. They give it to French on the right side, and he stood up at the 35-yard line, and the Railers just keep pushing him back. He may have got a couple of yards out of it, but it's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Spartans.
Yeah, because of the rain, they're not putting the ball on the ground right away, so it's hard to tell exactly where, but it's probably where he's standing. So, as you said, Bob, I think he's back to the original line of scrimmage on the 35. Big third down play here for the Railers to hold and hopefully force a punt.
Big stop there by Brent Metalco and Austin Brummett. The Railsplitters wanted to blitz, and they're offsides. Railsplitters, they were all coming, and they came across the line of scrimmage, so now it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. I'll move it up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's just a gift. You can't be doing that, especially this late in the season, and gives them a little hope.
They were bringing the whole student body, and they couldn't get too much traction on that.
They've got trips on one side, too, Bob. Look for them to throw the ball.
Yeah, Yeah, you're right. Throw it out in the flat.
Oh, yeah.
He had trouble hanging on to it, and the Railers nailed him immediately.
Yeah,
that was Tony. I think that was Tony Schempelman, number 17.
See, they're calling that I guess they're calling that a completion. Either calling it a completion, a fumble, and a recovery, or else a lateral because the ball's back on about 36 or 7.
4th down now for the Spartans. They want to punt it away. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. And it's going to take a bounce. No, it's going to come back now, back to about the 21, where it's down by the Spartans. So the Railsplitters, if they can run some clock now and get a score, they're in good shape with the football at their own 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, and where the Spartan defense was pretty solid that first half, Bob, the first series for the Railers to start this third quarter, they were able to have some success running up the middle with Anthony Cannon and getting to the outside with Connor Schmidt and Cody Heidbreder. So that's a good combination, plus putting the ball in the air a couple times.
Light drizzle continues to come down here at Handlin Field. The umbrellas are out in the hoods, and Cruz comes up under center. He's got a man in motion, pitches it to the outside. That's Heidbreder. Heidbreder dances. He's grabbed by the arm now and thrown down. He was looking for running room there, but there just wasn't anything there.
He tried to turn the corner and tried to do it, turn upfield, which he did, but there was a Spartan closing on him in a hurry, and they got him by the arm and wouldn't let go. And they're going to give him about 3 yards maybe on the play, I think.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Railsplitters as we come down to the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Cruz, the quarterback, wears the number 15. He's a junior, 6'1", 190. He's got a 2nd and 7 here with 6:53 left in the third quarter. He's got White split out wide to the left. Eimer stays tight. Schmidt goes in motion. They hand it off to Heidbreder. Heidbreder trying to Wheaties through the defense. He may have got back up to the 25-yard line, and that was it for him.
He takes that ball and tries to find some running room, Bob, but there isn't any there. The offensive linemen are being stymied there at the line of scrimmage instead of moving people out of the way, and therefore he can't find any running room.
And all night long, too, the Olympia Spartan linebackers have been able to come up there and make the stop. So now it's going to be 3rd and 6 at the Lincoln 25-yard line. This time now Eimer will come out to the near side. Cruz, you can see the rain glistening on his helmet. Throws it to Eimer on the sideline. He's got it. Stays on his feet, and he's got a first down. Dane Eimer made a nice catch right on the sideline. Didn't go out of bounds, and then was able to take it upfield. I believe he already had the first down on the catch, and then he was able to take it upfield past the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Eimer's as sure-handed as any receiver we've got, Bob, and if the ball's in the vicinity, he's more likely going to catch it, and he did that time. A big first down to keep the drive alive.
Official's got a towel with him, keeps wiping it off. Football's just short of the 37-yard line. Clock still on the move, 5:45 left in the third. Railsplitters lead it 7-6. You listen to 96.3 FM, WLCN out of Atlanta, Lincoln. Schmidt in motion. Schmidt looks for the turn on the left side. One straight arm, stays on his feet, and he gets down close to the 40-yard line. Close to a 4-yard pickup there for Connor Schmidt.
And he just battled to get around the corner that time, Bob. And you're right, picked up about, see where they pushed it on the 40, so he got about 3 on the play.
Yeah, he straight-armed one guy, and he kept those legs moving and struggling, trying to pick up valuable yardage, and the point of the football is just about right at the 40-yard line. On that far side hash mark from us, Dane Eimer split out here wide to the right side here. Man in motion. Ooh, looks like they pulled him off. They did. That was Jason Mann for Olympia. We pulled him offside. Must have been erratic there on the cadence, and it worked. That'll be 5 more yards for the Railers. Will move it up just short of the 45-yard line. And they're only going to need about 2 yards for a first down now on 2nd down.
Yeah, that was big 5 yards right there. You don't have to, that's another gift that you get this time, and they need to take advantage, get another first down, keep the drive going. We're down to 4:40 here in the third period. Lincoln leading 7-6.
Daniel Bacon comes out up over the football. He's flanked by All and Aper, the guards for Lincoln, and now Schmidt goes in motion. They give it to the tank. Anthony Cannon's got a first down and more, and he rambles down across the 45-yard line into Spartan territory at the 44. Boy, when they give it to Cannon, Katie bar the door.
Yeah, once he gets by the line of scrimmage, it's tough running straight upfield, and he picked up some nice yardage past midfield down to the 44.
You said, Coach, he only had a couple carries in that first half, but here in the second half, he's up close to 40 yards.
Yeah, he's had a good third quarter here, 4 carries, and he's got 39 yards on it.
Ball's placed at the 44-yard line on the Spartans. 4:04 left. They snap. They pitch it outside to Highbredder, and there's nothing there. He's taken down by Jason Mann. Just, he probably lost a yard there, maybe 2. No, they're going to say it's the 45. He lost 1 yard.
And once again, you got to give credit to the secondary and linebackers of the Spartans. They're filling in a hurry and closing in a hurry and cutting that sweep down so Railers can't get outside and turn upfield.
Brings up a second down situation for the Railers in Spartan territory at the 45-yard line. Eimer here to the near side. West White split out wide to the left. The Tanks lined up right behind quarterback Austin Cruz. Here's the snap. Cruz wants to throw, looks for Eimer. Eimer couldn't handle it. Just off his fingertips across the 40, it was incomplete. So now it's going to be a third down situation.
It looked like he almost wanted to run before he caught the ball, or maybe the ball was thrown just a little wide, but he was kind of reaching for it and couldn't quite get the handle on it off his fingertips.
Stops the clock with 3:18 left in the third. Railsplitters lead at 7-6. You're listening to WLCN out of Atlanta, Lincoln. 96.3 FM. We're also online, so you can see these games archived. Cruz brings him up to the line of scrimmage. The Tanks lined up right behind him. And they give it to the Tank. Here comes the Tank on the move. He's down across the 40. Goes Anthony Cannon. Down to the 39-yard line goes Anthony, the senior on senior night.
They're going to put it on the 40, give him 5 on the carry, Bob. Going to set up a big fourth down here for the Railers, and I'm guessing they're going to go for it. It's 4th and about 6 here in Spartan territory, and if you go by what's going on all year long, they're probably going to go for it here.
No doubt. They'll go for it. Bacon comes up to the line of scrimmage. The tackles are Reed and Brummett. Cruz taking his time, trying to pull him offside. Now Lincoln will call a timeout. Cruz tried to pull him offside there with 2:34 left in the third, and now Lincoln calls the timeout with a 1-point lead, 7-6 on a 4th and 5. 37-yard line. Austin Rogers and the Spartans in blue and white out of the I formation. Rogers on a long count. Now he gives it to the tailback French, and French is wrapped up at the 39 on a 2-yard gain.
Now, the one thing you just got to watch out for, you can't let them break a big one, Bob. You know, the Railers done pretty good defending and hold them to short yardage on most plays, but, you know, they can throw the ball, and they had a big pass play in that first half.
So now it'll be a 2nd and long 7 for the Spartans, and as Coach said, we're under 2 minutes. We don't want them to break a big one. I formation. Railers won a blitz, and here they come. Rogers pass picked off. Picked off. He's going to go all the way. That's Cruz at the 2015 10-5 touchdown Lincoln. Austin Cruz helping out his own cause there, Coach. He picked that baby off clean. The intended receiver was Jason Mann, and Cruz on the dead run picked it off and takes it in for 6 points. And the Railers have a 13-6 lead with 1:45 left in the third quarter.
And that ball's on the 40-yard line. I'm not sure exactly where he was, about the 40, maybe inside the 40 when he caught that ball, maybe about the 30, between the 35 and the 40. And you're right. He read it perfectly, saw the quarterback throw out there into the flat, picked it off, and ran unscathed into the end zone.
So now it'll be Ethan Kunkel on the long snap to Dane Eimer. And Grant Cooper, once it's down, will kick it. And it's blocked by the Spartans, but lucky the Railsplitters had that last extra point, and the Spartans had missed theirs. So the Spartans blocked that kick, but the Railsplitters still lead it 13-6 with 1:45 left in the third quarter. And now the defense is going to have to hold again. And Coach Joe Ryan down there talking to the Railsplitters. We'll be back here at French as Cooper gets ready to kick it away. He couldn't get that last one through the uprights. I think it was just blocked or maybe mishandled.
Well,
I'm not sure.
That was a big point not to get, Bob, because that leaves the Spartans within 7.
Here's Cooper. He busts it away to French at the 15. To the 20 comes French. To the 25, to the 30. 35 still on his feet. 40, and finally taken down at about the 43-yard line, and that's just what we didn't want. Coach said it before, we don't want him breaking a long one. The tackle there was made by Tristan Cooper, and he's a good football player. He makes some big hits for Coach McDonald.
Yeah, but he got, as you said, Bob, a nice return there upfield past the 40-yard line before the Railers could finally bring him down, and they've got great field position.
Railer defense got their work cut out for him again. Rogers, the quarterback, 1st and 10 at his own 42-yard line out of the I formation. He hands it off to Goff, and Goff is able to bust through a couple of tackles and make his way up to the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup there for Cole Goff.
He got spun around there by a defender before he got hit and dropped after the 3-yard pickup, but pretty good defense by the Railers team defense.
Plugging up the middle of the field. Clock still moving, and the rain keeps coming down with 1:12 left in the third quarter. Railsplitters lead at 13-6. They come into the I formation again. Rogers, he's got a man in motion, and they pitch it in the backfield. And this young man is taken down at about the 50-yard line. That was Ricky McNown. He's the guy that scored the touchdown for him.
And he's probably their leading ball carrier, Bob, on the year, but he hasn't touched the ball a whole lot here in this game. But nice run there for 5 yards, sets up a 3rd and short at midfield.
And we're in the red now in the third quarter, down to 35 seconds left in the third. Rogers brings him up to the line of scrimmage out of that I formation again. 3rd and 1. Oh, they slipped. French, does he get back on it? Does a Railer got it? I think a Railsplitter's got it, Coach. I think a Railsplitter grappled for the football,
yes,
and it is Lincoln's ball. Yes, sirree, at the Spartans' 44-yard line, and they celebrate along the bench there for the Railsplitters. That was a slick ball out there. Nobody could hang on to it. One of the Railers got there with a Spartan, and he just outmanned him for it, was able to wrestle it away and keep it.
They were just going to run a quarterback sneak to pick up the first down, Bob, and the ball slipped through the quarterback's hand, went into the backfield and laid there, and a Spartan looked like he got on it and slipped away from him, and there was a Railer right there on top to recover. And a big break for the Railers here late in the third quarter. They're going to take over on the 45 in Spartan territory.
With 20 seconds left here in the third quarter, 1st and 10 for the Railsplitters.
As you said, Bob, the ball's getting slick. It looks like it's raining pretty steady right now out there.
No unforced errors here. Highbredder goes in motion. They pitch it to him, and he tries to get away, but he still does. He gets away. Highbredder gets away. He gets away again, still on his feet, down to the 35-yard line. Cody Highbredder against impossible odds. There were Spartans coming through everywhere like a leak coming through a dam, and Highbredder just kept on his feet and going, and they're going to give him a first down.
How he got out of that, I have no idea, Bob. He came to his right, and there was white shirts streaming through at him, and he just made them all miss, and he got up the sideline, picked up 11 yards and a first down.
He broke tackle after tackle, and maybe his uniform's so wet they can't hang on to him. That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Lincoln 13, Olympia 6. We'll be back.